Casey, Shipp here. We're coming at you with a really, really cool story with the famous Tamara, aka Tammy, aka Bad Bitch, aka it's funny. I met Tammy. I'm gonna get your side of the story too, but I met her in the bathroom at LA Fitness.
Yes.
I was slinging some shakes, and I saw her working out, and I'm like, hey, and I was looking, I think we were doing something like 10 people lose 10 pounds. I'm like, perfect. And she looked at me, it's very intimidated, you know what I'm saying? Like, she looked at me like, excuse me, and
I've come a long way since then.
yes, yes. She looked at me like she was just gonna like eat me, but luckily we ended up just kicking it off. I don't know, it's been like a minute. It's been like 4 years since we've just been back and forth. She's now like a sponsored hot mom.
It's been longer than that. It was before you had kids. It's been longer than that.
Okay, like 5 or 6 years, yes.
Yeah, in a minute.
So 100 and what, 70 pounds later? 80, how many?
165.
165.
I just recently lost 2 more pounds because since I have to be cute for the week, you know, I gotta alternate and do stuff. So I'm gonna increase my NEAT, make sure that my nutrition is on point, do deadlifts and abs every day. But this hair has got to last because my birthday is Friday, so I got to shoot. This blowout has to last.
And this is not fake hair, by the way.
It's all mine.
She was right. That's amazing, because I'm gonna share a little bit. We're gonna go deep today, like hormones, mindset, things she's overcome. Like it's been hard, and maybe she may not see it that way, but I know, because I'm a trainer, been in the game for 10 years, and I know how hard it is for a woman just to lose 30 pounds, much less 165. So Tammy's hit something that a lot of people will never hit, because they're just always going to be on that journey and quest and keep tripping over the same shit. But Tammy's she's gonna just shed some light. She's like Jesus Christ today, you know what I'm saying? It's going to come down on us. So she is a businesswoman. She's corporate America, and she's got a son, Ethan. He's 11. Hubby, how long y'all been married, Tammy?
This will be our 18th year.
Jesus. So she could also give us some marriage advice. Do you know what I'm saying? So okay, cool. I'm just gonna go straight into it and ask you some questions, because I know, and I just know what I want to ask. And if I miss something, you tell me, because you know what it's like that I may not be covering. Okay. All right. So first, we're gonna get back to the initial. What was it? What was your moment that you're like, all right, I got to do something?
I tell everybody this story. I had experienced my 3rd layoff from a job, and Ethan was in pre-K. And I remember taking him to school, and I came back home and, you know, was in a funk, depressed or whatever. So I sat down on my love seat in my bedroom, and my stomach was resting comfortably in my lap. I was like, oh, hell no. You know, now's the time to do something. There's no excuses. I can go to the gym. There's a gym like right down the street from where he was going to pre-K at. So it was simple. Drop him off, go do some cardio. Initially, I started off with no beef and pork for 30 days and at least working out 3 to 4 times a week. And that first month, I lost 20 pounds. Damn. In addition to that, every time I went to the doctor, I had really bad eczema. I always had flare-ups, and they never knew what was wrong. And I got tired of going to the doctor, and they would always preface my diagnosis with, well, if you lost weight, So I went back and lost weight and said, now what? And there really was no need for doctors after that, simply because my problems started to fix themselves. My eczema went away. I had severe sleep apnea where I had to have a CPAP machine. I no longer snore, unless, of course, I get drunk. But I don't have any issues anymore. And, you know, it's still shocking to me that when I go to the doctor, I don't have to pay any copays, because it's covered under the whole health thing. Like, I get my mammogram, I get my yearly physical. All that's covered. The only time I have to go is like if I have to go to the dermatologist, like, oh, I got a pimple, what's going on here? But I don't really pay to go to the doctor. It's like, it fixes itself. Everything that I had fixed itself. So it was kind of like a win-win for me. So that started it. I have to admit, in the beginning, I did all that bad stuff. I did diet pills. I did the waist trainers. I did
what diet pills? What diet pills?
Hydroxycut, some green tea stuff, girl.
Whatever. The raspberry ketone, Dr. Oz.
Yes, that too. Yes, that too. I took it all, and at the end of the day, nothing works but work. Nothing works until you put your mind to it and do a lifestyle change. Because now I pretty much, you know, eat what I want, naturally in moderation, but I make better choices. You know, I don't deprive myself of anything. I just eat it healthier. I love rice. I don't deprive myself of rice, but I also will switch it up. I'll do cauliflower rice. I love carbs. I will switch up and have good carbs, you know, a sweet potato over, you know, a hamburger with a bun. You know, it's just different things that work for me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's something that's very sustainable. But all that fad stuff, it went quick. The weight came off, but then it came back tenfold. So I had to work twice as hard to get it back off to
Huh.
get where I was.
Well, okay.
So
So you say you started cutting out beef and pork.
in the
Um,
beginning, yeah,
was that for like you just kind of said you thought red meat? Like why? Tell me why. Tell me more about that.
I thought it was bad.
Okay.
And then I was eating a lot of it. A
Okay.
lot. Like
Give
I
me
would
an
have,
example. First of all, tell them how much did you weigh? What size pants?
I was in Elaine Bryant size 26, 28, and I refused to start shopping at Catherine's. Real talk. Because that was their biggest size.
Okay.
The last time I weighed myself at my heaviest, I was at 339.
And how tall are
And
you?
I'm 5'2". That
She's
ain't
sweet
healthy
and
and that
low.
ain't cute.
Sweet and
Yeah,
low.
that ain't
Mm-hmm.
healthy and that ain't cute.
Oh, girl.
And I look at some of my old pictures. I don't know if you see on my Instagram, the collage that I have, that picture that's on the top left corner. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot all about that picture, but like my face looked like I was allergic to something. That's how fat I was. It was just, oh, goodness.
Uh-oh. Somebody
Sorry, I
coming
had to
in.
call.
That's okay.
Hello? Okay.
She's popular, you see.
Yeah. So, so I look at them now and I laugh. But back then it was, you know, it was sad. I was like, why didn't anybody tell me? Like, y'all didn't love me, you know?
That's what I
So,
think too. Okay. What was your husband acting and talking like this time? Did he support it? Like, how did he act?
in his eyes, I was beautiful no matter what. In his eyes, you know, he didn't see what I saw. And I want to say, like, maybe when I lost my first 60 pounds and I was going in and cleaning out my closet, I had pulled out an old outfit that I used to wear. And it was a skirt set because, you know, skirts were easier. The band had elastic. And I was like, wow, I can throw this away. So I brought it out and I held it up. And I was like, do you realize I used to wear this? And his eyes got big. He was like, you lying. He was like, I will tell you lying, but I remember that skirt. I was like, why you let me get this damn big?
What he say?
So he was like, you did not. He was like, no. He's like, I don't believe that was you. He's like, I don't believe you were that wide. He said, I didn't see that. So
Okay.
whatever. I mean, he
Okay.
supported regardless, but yeah, he
This
claims he
is
didn't see that.
and it's true. I mean, it's like you get used to seeing somebody and okay, now this is
Right.
big. So embracing curves, how that's like a big message nowadays when really sometimes it's like, okay, well what's good about embracing your curves and what's not healthy? What's your thoughts? Like when you were that
Well,
size.
when I was that size, I had friends who would tell me, yeah. So I had friends who were as big as me, some even bigger, would say, yeah, you know, we're big girls, but we carry it well. I mean, okay, that's cool. And I'm to each its own, you know, I will never knock anybody. I just know for me, it just wasn't healthy. Like I said, I had way too many health issues and just based on how just genetics. I've always had a butt, you know, I've always had hips. I've always been curvy. Um, I still keep my curves, you know, I
Yep.
mean, my booty's still popping. I still got
Yep.
hips. My waist is tiny. You know, I got these thick old, you know, summer thighs, but embracing them, I mean, I never wanted to be skinny. You can still be curvy and fit. You can still be thick and fit. You can embrace your curves at any size. I mean, just get healthy. I had to learn the hard way that being that size, whether I carried it well or not, it just wasn't healthy. What
Okay.
people didn't see behind the scenes was I had to strap on a CPAP machine and go to sleep at night. Like that stuff will kill you, you
Wow.
know? So
Okay. So if you're healthy, I got that. I like that. Okay. Beef, pork, you took that out and lost 20. When you said it came on tenfold when you stopped doing X, Y, and Z, did it
mhm.
really, you gained weight back?
I gained it back. And it seemed like it happened overnight because naturally the fat burners or whatever, the weight loss pills, they just cut
Yeah.
your appetite. So yeah, you're getting excited, you're losing the weight, but then you're like, okay, well, I've got down to where I'm at and I can do what I need to do now. I don't need them anymore because part of me was scared, like, oh, it's going to stop my heart or my heart's going to start beating fast or whatever. Then I started overeating again. So
Mm.
it was all a mind thing because now I eat 4, 5, 6 times a day and I'm still dropping weight. I'm still building muscle. I'm still keeping my curves. So you got to eat. I mean, first of all, when you build the muscle, you got to, even your maintenance calories are not 1,200 calories a goddamn day. I'm sorry.
Right.
Anybody who tells you got to eat that is crazy. So when I learned about that, it was just trial and error over the course of what, 6, 7, 8 years. You just got to learn what to do.
Okay. So you're eating more now than you ever have?
I mean, no. When I was fat, I was eating everything.
Yeah. Not
I'm
fake,
eating. I'm eating more now as far as healthy. I'm eating
okay.
more now as far as, I have my meals, I have my snacks, all that stuff. So yeah.
Okay. All right. And what do you refer to that former version of yourself as? A different person? Do you call it a different name, or what do you say?
I refer to that person as somebody that just didn't know, somebody that was tired, somebody that didn't think that I would be where I'm at now. Like, you couldn't tell me that.
Oh, you nailed it. Okay. Before Ethan, did you
Right.
struggle with weight?
I did. When I
Okay.
moved to Georgia, I struggled with weight.
Where
Simply
did you move
because
from?
Chicago.
Okay. What, for work?
No, my mother wanted to move down here. I had just graduated high school. She waited till I got out of high school to move here. And she was like, "You're coming with me. You're not staying here. You're coming with me." So came to Georgia, that South food.
Had
It
some
was
last
down.
night.
Yeah,
Girl.
it went down after that. So
Okay. So in school growing up, were you overweight, normal? What were you?
I was thick.
Okay.
Like, let's say I was a size 12, my friends were a size 8, 10. Because I look at my old high school pictures and I'm like, bitch, I was not fucking fat.
Okay.
I was not fucking fat.
All right. So would you say having Ethan, like after kids, did a lot of weight come on after that, or no, you think it was just this move?
Absolutely. Because
Oh,
I had a
okay.
difficult pregnancy. I was at 5 months, I couldn't wear regular shoes. I had to wear Crocs. He was breech. At 35 weeks, I got put on bed rest. He kicked my ass.
Okay. Okay. Got
And then I had a
it.
C-section. So, that coupled with that, I had to sit down for a while. The weight gain, couldn't move. Yeah, it was a lot.
Okay. Now, throughout all this stuff, how many times did you ugly cry, doubt yourself, feel like this just, did you ever have moments of weariness?
Yes.
Tell me
Because
more.
I would see other people doing it and it would come off for them, and I thought I was doing everything I needed to do and it wasn't coming off for me, but I wasn't doing everything I needed to do. You're not going to see results just doing cardio. I also started out being one of those people thinking that, oh, you can't lift weights. Weights is going to turn you into a guy. And that's where I messed up in the beginning, because I was a cardio bunny. And the first time I lost weight, I have an old picture, and I'm sure you have it. I look like a bobblehead. But back then, sadly, the information is not as readily available. Wasn't available then like it is now. Back then, no one wanted to tell you anything. Everybody wanted to charge you for simple stuff. Now you can simply put in a hashtag, go to YouTube, and see everything that you need. I mean, the people are posting posts and tips every day. But there are things that I know now that I didn't know back then that I think would have helped me. But I thought
Like
cardio
what?
was the answer.
Like
Cardio isn't the answer.
Okay.
Cardio isn't the answer.
What
1,200
kind of
calories
cardio?
a day. I was getting on the elliptical and walking on the treadmill. I wasn't breaking a sweat. I wasn't doing nothing.
Okay.
Now I live by HIIT. I would rather lift weights than anything.
Okay.
I mean, although I hate cardio, I only do it simply because I'm not at my goal weight, and I use it as a tool, but it's not something that I live by. But I got 30 more pounds to get to my goal weight. And if you had asked me this 4 or 5 years ago, I would have never thought that I'd weigh this. So now I'm fucking excited about what I'm going to look like when I get these last 30 pounds off, because I'm going to get them off. I mean,
duh. No question in my mind. And okay, do you consider weightlifting HIIT, or you mean HIIT as in, no, you do a HIIT regimen?
HIIT as in cardio, like
Cardio,
a minute on, 30 seconds rest, a minute on, 30 seconds. I like to get it over with because I hate cardio.
How long do you do that?
HIIT, 20, 30 minutes.
After your workout?
Yeah, no. HIIT is separate. I do my cardio separate. If I do have to throw it in when I lift, I do it after my workout, and after my workout, I do lists.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
Got it.
See, I didn't know about listing. So it's just like, I didn't know about listing.
And list, you guys, is low intensity, steady state. Usually, I like 65% of your max or target heart rate. What do you like? You like
Yeah,
65?
I stay at 118, 120. I don't go above 120.
Okay. And how old are you?
I will be 44 on Friday.
Perfect. All right. Got you. Gemini baby. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
And by the way, she has really good taste in fashion. She looks really good. And I was like, where do you shop? In Fashion Nova, right? You said a lot of that stuff.
I was done with them, but yes, that yellow dress that I have on in my last picture, that's Fashion Nova. But believe it or not, I shop at Rainbow.
I know. I got some
Ross.
outfits there. Yeah. Okay.
Ross, I mean, it's hit or miss. Marshalls,
Okay.
Macy's. Yeah, I'm all over the place, but yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
even thrift sometimes. I thrift. Yes, ma'am. I thrift.
Girl, yes. Hey, I'm right there. I love a deal. Okay. So what do you wish you would have known about weightlifting? And you don't need to starve yourself. What else?
Right.
One more thing.
Um,
Hormones? Food sensitivity? Anything?
oh God, yeah. That too, because my hormones are off.
Okay, let's talk about that, because Tammy came to me probably a year or two ago, and she was getting into the bioidentical fitness hormones, because medical doctors will look at your hormones and they'll compare you to like unhealthy Americans, where your TSH is out the roof and your hair's falling out and you're tired, you're gaining weight, and they're like, oh, you're normal. Well, we have doctors that like they specialize with fitness. Like there's an optimal level that you want to be at. Tammy went to them, and there was a lot that you guys addressed, and then she had issues where she was passing out, like all that stuff. What was going on then?
Well, the passing out started last year, but
Okay.
the hormone stuff came after I had my hysterectomy. And my doctor was like, oh, your hormones are fine. Your hormones are fine. I'm thinking, no, I'm gaining weight. Ain't shit fine, bitch. Something's wrong. But, oh, you're fine. They're fine. I even went to a neurologist.
Endocrinologist?
Yeah, that's it.
That one. Okay.
Went to one of those doctors, and they're just like, oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And I remember I was in a yoga class with you when you were pregnant with your second baby, and you had told me then to go to Dr. Kuda. But I was just like, girl, gone. And
she looks at me like, she's like,
later,
you skinny bitch, you skinny white bitch, you don't know.
Exactly. I'm in there struggling in the yoga class, and you over there just, I was just like, oh no, she got a belly and showing me out. Let me just lay here. So I finally just reached out and said, you know what? Let me quit being skeptic and call her doctor. I called her doctor, had a conversation with her. Had a great bedside manner over the phone. I came in, did my blood work, and I was anxious because I wanted to see if I was being told anything different than what all the doctors had told me over the course of the years. And I'm 2-3 weeks, I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, when are the results going to come back? And then I get in there and I go into the office and I'm just like D-Day, like, oh God, what's going to happen? And it was like, oh, you have adrenal fatigue. Your hormones are shot. I was like, what the fuck? So this is it. This is why I haven't been able to lose the weight. So why I plateaued for so long. Because I'm thinking that when I get to a plateau, okay, well, increase your calories, decrease your calories, 500 more, just doing all the other stuff that I thought in my head would work. But no, it started from the inside. So they fixed that. They tackled that. After that, the weight started coming off again. And it's been consistently coming off. That was one of the best things I did. And I'm mad that I stalled and didn't do it sooner.
Okay. So some people out there right now are saying adrenal fatigue is bullshit. Do not listen to anybody that says that. It's not real. Thyroid problems. People just need to quit stuffing their face. That's all it is.
That's just real. That's just real. The only way you'll know if it's real is if you go get tested. I mean,
okay. How about food? Okay. And when Tammy's grandma passed away, Tammy's grandma was like a mom to her. And it was so sad because I've watched a lot of clients and I watched my husband struggle with losing like his mom and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want this to derail her at all. And I messaged her and she goes, bitch, hell no. I'm going to keep going. So how do you where do you get this strong will? Like, what's up? Where do you get this from?
I threw all my fat clothes away. I'm not buying anymore. Period.
Your mind's just made up.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you an emotional eater?
I was.
So that to me is like, that's a miracle. I do light work. I do life coaching and intuitive work. That's a big deal. Like, to do that and to be aware of, it's like an alcoholic. It's like a drug addict.
It is.
And now you're healed. Like, did you go to therapy?
No. I had a better relationship with food. I use the gym as my therapy. I walk. I detox my mind. If I have a stressful day at work, like this past week when it was raining really hard and I would normally go and walk the parking deck, I walk our third floor where there's no limitations and you can just walk it. I walk and I take care of my mental health. I align my chakras. That's where it all starts. You know,
Okay. So do you do meditations and stuff like that?
I do.
What did that start back then? Back.
That actually started about a year ago.
Okay.
Because I started,
Okay.
that's when I started passing out, the anxiety and stuff like
Ah.
that. I realized I had to start breathing and giving myself, start having talks with myself. And yeah, so I meditate. Yeah, it's all about
Love.
self-care. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying, so when she's sitting there, and she's had a rough day and it's the evening, like what if it's nighttime? What would you tell her? I mean, just to get up and go get on the treadmill?
Tell who? Me?
Like if there's a woman that needs to lose weight that goes to food for comfort, like when she's stressed out, like what's your advice to that woman?
Um, I try not to bring the stress home with me. What does help me, and I just re-upped on it, is that calm. And I got that from you. I sip that
Uh,
with some green tea and it just,
you talking about the magnesium calm?
yes,
Okay, yes,
yes.
yes, and that's wonderful
Um,
for adrenal fatigue.
and also, there are where I would, if I did bring stress home to some degree, I'd work out. I walk around my subdivision. I got 15-pound weights at home. I do some deadlifts or some bicep curls or some renegade rows, just something to get, get everything moving. And before I know it, I'm fine. For
Okay,
me, that's my therapy. That's where I zone out.
okay,
I
okay.
drop all my problems in the weights and the iron, and it works for me.
All right. And now, what if somebody goes, I just don't have time. She's only got one kid. I've got five, and I da da da. What would you say if they don't have time?
I mean, if you have a spouse and you have more than one kid, and if you don't make time for yourself, you really don't give a damn about yourself. There have been
Yeah.
times I've had to tell my husband, fuck you, I'm going to work out, make it work. I mean, there have been times when, he couldn't go and pick up my child when he was younger. Okay, well, I'll go get him. LA Fitness got kids club. I had a good relationship with the people. Watch him for an hour. I'll be back. But no, I'm. It's all. If I had to learn, if I don't make the time, it won't happen. The day is going to continue to go by. And then I've gone to bed way too many times pissed off that I didn't get that workout in, or
Mm,
gone to bed pissed off that, oh, I had that tiramisu, or oh, I had that Big Mac. That shit don't feel good. Because then I
mm-mm.
got to work 2 days harder to get that shit back off. I don't like that. I don't like having bubble guts. I don't like,
Right.
skin breaking out, because it ain't worth it to me.
I
It's not worth
love
it.
that you said that you give a damn about yourself. That's it. That's all it comes down to.
That's all it comes down to. It doesn't mean that I don't care about my family. It just means that I'm trying to be around here longer so you can enjoy me and I can enjoy myself. That's going to require me to take care of myself and work out. It's
Okay.
going to require me to get my mind right. And that is my drug of choice.
Hell yes. Okay. How has it helped your sex life, marriage, being a mom, everything, like before and afters?
Nothing really changed. I mean, now I'm like a horny toad, but you get more energy, you get more stamina, you can ride the dick longer. Your
Right.
knees, your knees don't
Them
give
sex
out.
squats, girl. Sex squats. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about? Fucking A, dear God. Oh my
Right.
Lord. You want those thighs to burn. And the men
Exactly.
and the men need to be in shape too, because nobody wants no fucking out of shape man.
No,
No.
no.
No, no, no,
Mm-mm.
no. I hope Ethan's not in here listening.
He's on his
Okay.
game.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, he can't hear us anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. What about when people has like sexual trauma from being a kid, where a lot of times I see this, Tammy, sex abuse victims have weight issues because they eat as a form of protection, and to think that maybe way back when, if I eat this or get big, they won't want to do this to me. So if it goes way back to like an abuse thing, do you have any type of advice for that woman that's hurting and she's extremely overweight, but it's like not her, but she's addicted to that food? You know what I mean?
That I don't. It sounds like still that there's an unhealthy relationship with food. And I even had to learn that even at my biggest. I mean, a man likes what he likes. I've never had a problem with men approaching me when I was 338 pounds. I don't have a problem with them approaching me now. So it's like men like what they like, but it's all about how you feel about yourself. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel pretty. I remember telling myself this when I was working at Blue Cross Blue Shield. My weight was just going up, and I was just complacent with that. And I'm like, well, as long as Lane Bryant got the cutest clothes, I'm gonna be fly. That shit ain't cute. That shit ain't cute with your stomach flapping. That stuff isn't cute. Having to buy panties that are this wide, size 26, 20, like that's just not cute to me. It wasn't
Right.
cute to me. With my stature, I'm 5'2", and I carried a lot of weight in my face. And I look at old pictures and look at stuff now, and I'm just like, y'all didn't love me. You don't let me get this big. But
You look younger too now. I think you
I
look younger.
know, I
Mm-hmm.
know. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it all starts with the person. I was tired of being sick and tired, and when I
Mm-hmm.
got tired, I did something about it.
Love
Period.
it. It comes down to what you said. It's about
Yeah.
self-love. You do it as a form of self-love. Okay. I
Right.
mean, done. It's over. Drop it. It's good.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna drop her Instagram handle. What is it though? Just off the cuff.
TAMMIE 614.
And she's funny as shit. She we send funny, like just crazy viral videos. She's hilarious. And what else? Is there any type of program, and you don't have to say hot moms, something that's helped you in the past? Because see, Tammy, here's the difference in Tammy and a lot of people. She will self-study. She'll go look it up herself. And a lot of people, they won't do that. They're lazy. So is there anything, maybe anything free, like where can they go that you would recommend, or what? Or hot moms? I don't know. What would you say?
I mean,
Pinterest?
Hot Moms is free for 7 days.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
hot mom's free.
I mean, I still go there. I mean, I'm not sure if you told them, but you don't really train me.
No,
We
no.
freelance.
Yeah, no.
So I mean, I use the Hot Moms website. I access the tools, and it's stuff in there I still didn't know. It's very helpful.
Okay.
So Pinterest, no.
No.
I mean, of
Okay.
course, everybody's going to say bodybuilding.com, but even still, I
Yeah.
want to go and find out more because I'm not just going to trust one source. And
Okay.
you do research behind your stuff. So
Okay.
I pretty much trust what you say. Now,
Okay.
back then, I still did my research because I thought she was cuckoo. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do. Okay, so you're saying maybe follow some people. You do Facebook more, Instagram more?
I'm doing
For,
both about the same. I would
for
say
like
Instagram a little bit more.
for resources.
Okay, go in there. Instagram.
Instagram. Okay, so you saying to go
Yeah,
to
it's in the
tags,
back.
and we're
Go to
done. We're done at this.
tags. Yeah, go to tags. You drop a lot of nuggets, but yeah, I go to tags, and even still, one tag is not just. I'm not just going to take one person's source. I'm still going to do my research after that. It just doesn't stop at just one person saying that because one person doesn't know. I mean, at the end of the day, if you haven't gone, go to the doctor. Go get your hormones checked. Go to someone outside of your regular doctor. Get a second opinion because I remember laying in the hospital room recovering from my hysterectomy, and my doctor was like, "Oh, you're fine. Your hormones are fine." I'm just like, I ain't asking nothing about my hormones. Like, what are you covering up? But naturally the weight started to come back on because I was told that's what was going to happen. But when I was doing everything I needed to do and it still wasn't coming off, I'm like, okay, let me reach out to Casey crazy ass and go to her doctor. So,
Yeah.
And when you find out all that stuff, I was floored again, simply because my doctor went off of what is standard for them.
Mm-hmm.
The, Better Living went off of what is standard for me, who I am, my age, my body type, my weight, things I was doing.
What you want to look
So
and feel like. Yeah.
yes. So it's, I mean, you gotta get second opinions. You gotta just not trust one source, even when it comes to doctors.
Yeah.
So
And
it takes work.
going to people that's had success with certain doctors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I
That's
actually need to call Dr. Kuda and go back for my yearly. I'm
Oh yeah,
overdue.
yeah. Well, you can always work with Neryl. A lot of people like
Yeah.
working with her too. Okay, cool. Is there anything I left out that I don't know about? Because I've never had the overweight thing. I can get skinny fat, but I don't have the endomorph. I'm more of the ecto. My issues come from way different ends of the spectrum. So is there something that I'm missing that maybe I don't understand because I've never been there?
I still have to remind myself, even to this day, that everybody loses weight different. Just because I see somebody else getting faster results than me, and I'm pretty much doing the same thing that they're doing, my results and their results are not going to be the same. I still have to remind myself that the scale is the devil, and the scale is not going to tell me fat loss. So while the scale may not move, that outfit that I put on, or that top that I put on that was tight a month ago, now has room today. So that is something the scale won't tell you.
Because, you know, we preach in Hot Moms and in my personal clients. And Tammy is resourceful. That's what I'm saying. She's never paid me to do a workout. Like, we've never done like that. She will just stay incubated. She stays in the group. She asks questions. She applies it and all that stuff. But we talk about use body fat monitors and or clothes or pictures, like fuck a scale, pretty much. Do you track your calories?
Yeah, because I'm not at my goal weight. And I'm going to continue to track until I get to my goal weight.
What app?
I love my Fitness Pal. I use my Fitness Pal.
Something you went through something recently. You were asking about some CLA.
CLA and I forget the other one, but CLA, yeah.
And something with something Fitness Pal, carb cycling. No, what do you follow
yeah, carb
now?
cycling.
What do you follow now?
I just track. I track my macros.
Okay. Do you eat like high protein? Like, how do you figure out your macros?
I use your macro calculator.
Okay.
And the popular one, if it fits your macros.com.
Got it.
And they're pretty close.
Okay. I think that's it. Fruit. Do you eat fruit? And do you reward yourself? When do you eat like a cheeseburger and fries?
Maybe on the weekends. I do treat myself, because I did learn with my unhealthy relationship with food and me being so strict that when I cut everything off and I wasn't rewarding myself, that I would binge. So I do treat myself because it keeps me humble. It keeps me normal. It keeps me satisfied. But when I just be like, no, I'm not going to do any of that. I would mess up, you know.
And it makes you excited to get back on your plan because you kind of feel nasty. You're like, oh, yes.
I do, because when you've grown so much to eating so healthy, a lot of the things that you used to enjoy just don't sit the same. And I mean that literally, like sit on your stomach, you know, sit in your gut. It don't sit the same. And trying to get that stuff out your body can take 2 to 3 days. And I ain't got that kind of time.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. I know it's a Sunday. She's with family and everything, but I told her, I said, will you do this? And I know it's going to help somebody. And so if you listen to this and it does help you, either shoot Tammy a message, go put it on her comments, let me know, let somebody know, please, please, please. But thank you so much.
And I am in the Hot Moms Facebook group.
Yes. And
Tamara Fambro.
Yep. Is it at Tamara or is it Tammy?
Tamara Fambro.
Okay. So there you go.
My Instagram is Tammy614.
Got it. All right. Well, thank you. Go enjoy your family, and we may bring you on again because who knows what's going to happen.
Okay. Let me know.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
See ya.